And I just got out and was wearing like shorts and flip-flops and was like thinking I was going to really impress my husband by going and stepping on the rattlesnake's head and be like, we'll just cut its rattles off.
Is your favorite color hotter than fire engine red? Oh yeah.
So I was talking with somebody earlier about the just pure fact that everybody's so welcoming in this culture. I think it's got a reputation for being like, well, if you didn't grow up in it, then you don't belong here. But I don't feel that way at all myself, and I know you don't. It's like anybody that wants to be a part of it or wants to try at it, we want them here because we want this lifestyle to live on forever.
Yes.
And it's just a beautiful way of life, and it's so fulfilling that I think we want so many people to be able to experience it for themselves.
Yes, absolutely.
And I've watched Ross do that same thing, like whooping and hollering for, this kid that we brand with in Colorado, and, watching him next to this 12-year-old boy who's a heck of a hand.
Yes.
And, catching 1 by 2 and them kind of like giving each other, a little bit of
it's so fun to watch the boys give each other a hard time, but they're still cheering for each other.
Yes, at the same time, and then picking each other up when they're flanking a calf, and it's just beautiful. Like, and the fact that men of all ages, women of all ages, children are all working in the same pen towards the same goal.
Yes.
And nobody's lesser than.
And everybody knows what the goal is, and that's so special to watch a group of good, handy cowboys.
Yep.
They just do it and know what they're doing.
Yes.
And it just flows. It's like...
It's so beautiful. It's art. It really is.
Yes.
And I know, like, this lifestyle has been romanticized by so many, and I romanticize it myself because it is romantic, but it also has its very real, hard moments. But all of the things that make it beautiful are, the way a loop gets swung and a calf gets caught, and people work together.
The beautiful times definitely win over the bad times.
Yes, yeah. Some days you're like, I'm really out here. It is 12 degrees. My face, I cannot feel it anymore. What am I doing with my life? But those other moments just make it so beautiful. And the sunsets and horses and all that good stuff.
Rough, tough cowboys that have the sweetest spot in their heart for the things that we do too, you know?
Yes, yeah. And that's, I think the best kind of man is like that, balance between the rough and ready and the sweet and sentimental, because most cowboys are sentimental too. And it's just a beautiful thing to watch.
Every cowboy's got a sweet spot in their heart.
What are your biggest fears on their behalf?
I think just obviously every day in the lifestyle that we live, like they could get injured or hurt, and that's like every day you're riding out or driving out from the house to go and experience things that, in everyday life you probably would not experience, but out on the ranch and being a cowboy, you're gonna run into snakes or, wild cattle, all kinds of wild things that are unpredictable and you have no idea are gonna come your way. So it's dangerous every day, but the good Lord keeps them safe every day too. Thank God.
Thank God. And on that note, what are your prayers for Olin as he grows up in this lifestyle?
I just hope he enjoys it and loves it, and that we do a good job showing him that it's the best lifestyle in the world and that he can accomplish so much. And ranching is one thing, but that he can also accomplish and do lots of things in this industry. So I just hope he will always want to be involved in ranching and, of course, stay safe.
Yes.
So I obviously had a cowboy dad and cowboy stepdad, and I always just was like, this is the lifestyle that I want to grow up and live in and do. I always wanted to continue to live on a ranch. I never thought of any other life,
Definitely. I love that.
There's definitely bad times, but the good times and the beauty of it overrides anything bad or sad or misfortunate that could happen. I told Will yesterday, I was like, I don't know what my wildest story is, and he's like, seriously, babe?
The first story I heard about you was wild.
He said, so the day after we got married, a huge thunderstorm rolled through like my hometown area and like rained on my wedding party, which was inside thankfully, but we went to check on some bottle calves that we had just turned out and we could not find them, and they had fallen into the irrigation ditch, which was dry, thank God.
Yeah.
But they were too little to climb out, and we're supposed to be like going to help take down our wedding and tell all our family goodbye.
Oh my gosh.
And so instead we go get our horse and have to rope these calves out of the irrigation ditch and pull them out. So that was my first day of being a ranch wife.
I love it so much.
Officially being a ranch wife, first day.
Amazing. Oh my gosh. And I have heard stories about your first date.
Yes, our first date.
Would you tell me
Well,
about that?
it really wasn't our first date,
Official
but our
date.
first time he took me to town out to eat, I guess.
Okay, tell me about that.
So we were coming home and Will on the dirt road, and Will ran over a rattlesnake. And I just got out and was wearing like shorts and flip-flops and was like thinking I was going to really impress my husband by going and stepping on the rattlesnake's head and be like, "Well, just cut its rattles off." And he's like,
Who is this woman?
"What are you doing? Like, get off of it." And I was like, "It's fine, you know?"
Because I would say so much of Ross's like center is found when he gets to be horseback, when he gets to work.
Yes.
That there's just so much of his mental state that finds its balance.
Their
when he
mental
gets
state
to-
is much better when they've been horseback.
Yes. Yes.
And if they haven't been in a while, it was like, "Go ride your horse.
Yeah, please.
Get out of here."
Yeah, and I get it because I feel the same way. Like, I love the way that I feel when I get to be horseback and get to be out there in the middle of it too. So
There's
I get
no
it.
better spot than being on your horse in a wide open space.
Yes.
I think it is definitely like the stage you're in right now is
Yes.
hard to just sit on the sit on the sidelines. Is really hard when
Yeah.
you're a ranch wife and have to go from being involved and being horseback and all that, and then you're just like sitting there and you feel worthless, kind of
Yes.
like you want to be back horseback and back helping, but there's no full circle moment than taking your baby to ranch with you. And Olin's just now getting to where he's like really riding, you know, and we still don't do it a lot, but we do, you know, when we do get to go and take Olin, and like seeing Olin ride his horse that he rides is like a full circle moment.
Beautiful.
And I just want to be a wife and a mom, and that's what
Yep.
role I want to be, and help on the ranch as much as I can when I
Yeah.
can. But
Yeah. And I'm sure that'll increase
yes.
as
And
time goes on too.
yes, that's what I look so forward to, you know, like those girls I was talking about that are dragging calves, like, you know, I see where I am now and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to be there.
Again,
but I
yeah.
also know that when I was pregnant or had a newborn,
Yep.
I couldn't wait to be back horseback, and now
Yep.
we're finally getting to do it a little bit more, and it's
Yep.
like the most fulfilling, special thing in the world to do that with your family, with your husband, and your baby that you made together. It's
Oh.
like,
So beautiful.
so it's coming.
Yes.
Promise.
Nothing like it.
It will be a full circle moment in just a few more months.
Perfect. I think that was great.
Yay.
Yay.
I hope so.
Awesome.